Yo! Yo! Got getting off the work live. Just finished, boys. Up early, finish late. You know the deal. You guys know the deal. What's up, Tony? Got fucking Stony Tony in the house. Scotty Vice, Herb, James Williams, Dylan Montana, salute, bro. Good seeing you. Yeah, you know I am. Just jacked up. Jacked up like a tick on Dracula. Jacked up and tatted up. You know it. You know it. Just a yoked up white dude. Yoked up white dude. I'm telling you. Dude, who in the world got this Trotter guy, huh? What the fuck? You guys see my fucking video? Like, how the fuck is this dude calling out people that ratted when you literally told the police that your neighbor is drug dealers? That's a rat, bro. What the fuck is, like, what? How the fuck can you call out other people for ratting when you legit ratted on your fucking neighbors? Make that make sense, right? Of course, with him, it's every excuse under the sun. Of course, when it comes to flames, it's every excuse under the sun. Dude, you told the cops that your neighbor is drug dealers trying to get them hemmed up. That is a rat. Like, you're out of your mind, bro. It's a pot calling the kettle black. This guy's throwing out this guy's paperwork and that guy's paperwork when you have a domestic violence charge. And then on top of that, you fucking ratted, bro. You told the cops that your neighbor is drug dealers. Well, Tony, it doesn't matter who called the cops. These guys are street dudes. We don't talk to police. We don't talk to police. How many times you said, if you talk to police, that means you're a rat? Well, what? Those rules don't apply to him, right? It applies to everybody else but him. Of course, it's every excuse under the sun. Doesn't matter who called the cops on you. You ratted. That is a rat. Fucking clown, bro. Get your driver's license before you go. This motherfucker didn't even have a fucking job. Just crazy. You know why he's so worried about what everyone else is doing? That's why he can't have a job. He can't. Flames can't have a job. No, he can't. Because what does he need to do? He just wakes up in the morning. Got to worry about everybody else and their mother's brother. That's Flame's job. Yes, he's like, yo, I'm a solid. Dude, you literally ratted on your fucking neighbor, bro. I don't care who called the fucking cops. Isn't your code to not talk to police? Right? That's your code. That's what you live by. That's what you stand by. You're in the back of a fucking car telling the cops that your neighbors are drug dealers, dude. You cannot make, dude. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, you just can't. Just one clown after another, just pointing the fucking. This guy doing worse than fucking Dove talking shit. You cannot make this shit up. This guy. It's not about Flames. It's about Dove. It's about whoever I want it to be about. How are you gonna call other people out for ratting when you legit ratted on your fucking neighbor? Make that make sense. It's so crazy, dude. And you guys should go look at Fax's comment. Fax's comment is fucking perfect on that fucking video. Just nailed it right on the fucking head. Yeah, Dove's a clown. No one even gives a shit about Dove no more. Fuck Dove. Dove's old news. No one covers him. No one gives two fucks about him. He ruined his fucking YouTube career. That's it. He's done. He's legit done. Nobody gives two fucks about him. Everywhere he goes, people clown him. It's shot. It's like there's really nothing else you need to do with Dove. He ruined it for himself. Everywhere he goes, all people do is clown on him. There's nobody, not one single person that takes Dove serious. Not one. And there never will be. Right? He's a rat. He's a weirdo. He loves bringing up children constantly. That's all he does. Immediately, when someone blows him out the fucking water, right? When somebody exposes him, immediately attacks their fucking family. That's all Dove does. And we all know it. See through. It's done. It's over. I mean, there's really, I'm still going to clown the guy, but there's really nothing more you really need to do with Dove. He's done. It's over. No matter where he goes, he's a grandma beater. He has domestic violence more than anybody. He's a fucking rat, admitted it a million fucking times. He goes and admits that he's a rat and then takes it back like he never fucking said it. Where did I say it though? You and then you play the video for him and then he has some type of excuse on why it's okay for him to be a rat. But this fucking Flames guy is just... Dude's a fucking legit fucking clown, bro. Half of his fucking shit he just makes up on the spot, too. Like, when he's reading people's charges, he just makes it up. He's like, yeah, that's what he did. Like, how the fuck do you know? He has no clue of what the fuck he's talking about half the time. Dude, get this fucking guy out. Dude, you need to get a life and stick to one fucking name, bro. All over the fucking place. Just one channel after the next. Just stick with one, dude. This guy's just changing channel names every fucking day. Just lives on YouTube. You're no different than fucking Dove, bro. Well, one thing Dove has is more balls than you, I'll tell you that much. At least he can fucking put his face out there. You gotta hide behind fucking 25 different fucking channels, changing your name every 5 fucking seconds. Why do you stick to one channel and talk shit? Oh, you can't, because you gotta stir the pot. Scared to death now. Dove is just insane. And he's like, yo, Chad ducked my fate. The fuck are you even talking about? Nobody even knows who the fuck you are, bro. No one's gonna waste time on you. You're just like Dove. Everybody gotta come out to you, bro. If you have such a fucking problem, get your driver's license. Go take care of business. Why don't you go drive out to these guys, huh? Why don't you do that? But no, you all can't. And it's just come to Minnesota. Come to Minnesota. It's so fucking stupid, dude. Nobody's gonna waste their time on a guy. Like, dude, you're what? 50 fucking years old, bro. Get a fucking driver's license. Come on. What? I'm an outlaw. Yeah, just fucking dumbass. What's up, Juan? We're just over here clowning on Flames. Calling everybody a snitch, but he called the cops on his fucking neighbors. Make that fucking make sense. He's over there calling all fucking jadedly and this and that and the third. Saying, motherfucker, didn't you tell on your fucking neighbors? His excuses. Well, they called the cops on me, dude. You sound just like fucking Dub. And how the fuck do we know that? How the fuck do we know that they called the cops on you? It's just something that you're saying. You probably called the cops on your fucking neighbor, drunk out of your fucking mind. He's like, and then you said to yourself, yeah, I wanted them out of the town. You wanted them out of the town, so what? You called the cops on them. Stop, bro. Yes, exactly, Mikey. I know, dude. Exactly, Juan. You can't. And that's the thing with half these guys. And that's why, like, you learn way on the YouTube. You can't. That's why, like, he's never going to get a response from anybody. Like, who the fuck is going to waste their time on a dude that doesn't even have a fucking driver's license? Making fun of motherfuckers going around on mopeds. Motherfucker, you wish you had a fucking moped. Like, stop it, bro. Does Chubb have any more YouTube notion? No. Yeah, I did 0% chance they were cartel. I know, Herb, dude. You just like, dude, you ratted on your fucking neighbor, bro, and then you're on YouTube fucking admitting. You have no room calling anybody a fucking rat. According to you, you can't talk to the police, right? This is according to you. This is not me saying it. This is not me giving you rules. I'm going off of your own rules that you set, right? You're not supposed to talk to the cops. Yeah, what are you doing? You're telling the police that your neighbors are drug dealers. Make that make sense. But somehow that makes you not a rat, right? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Dude's a lame. He's a fucking pussy just like the rest. Something happens, he's right there calling the fucking cops. Dude, he's solid. He's solid. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You just ducked my fade. Motherfucker, nobody even knows who you are. Nobody gives two fucks about you. Nobody's gonna waste their fucking time on you. So it's delusions that these dudes live in. They think motherfuckers are scared of them. Like, dude, no one's gonna waste their time on you. That's why nobody's gonna come out to fucking Minnesota. For what? For a fucking 50-year-old dude without a driver's license, without a job? Like, why? Why would anybody do that? Why? For what? Like, for what? Who the fuck is gonna get anything out of that? Nobody, dude. Like, get out of your fucking well, bro. It's because he's stuck home. He has no job. He's stuck by himself. So he thinks he's a badass because in his own mind he's a badass, right? He doesn't get out in the world. He doesn't have a job. Just, it's delusional, just like Dub. Just a different fucking character. I just don't get how the fuck are you gonna call somebody else a rat? And jadedly and all these fucking guys when you're the one. I know I'm repeating myself 100 times over. But it's like, damn, just fucking stupid. It's all clout chasing, bro. Going after fucking Lance. You don't even fucking know the guy. Yeah, Rick. Yeah, Vegas prison stories. We know where Lance is at. We know where he's staying. Dude, worry about yourself, bro. And getting your fucking, getting your life together. No one gives a fuck where Lance is at, bro. And Lance will mop the floor with you, bro. Get the fuck out of here. All you're gonna do is call the cops on fucking Lance. Yeah, he's a drug dealer, Mr. Officer. He's a drug dealer. He's a drug dealer. It's fucking lame. Yeah, I know, right? He refuses to look. It's all picking and choosing. Dude's no different than fucking anybody. I'm telling you, though, that Chad Mark shit is wild. I don't know. That whole thing with pulling his wife's fucking hair in the car, dude, I listened to that shit. What the fuck? That's bad, dude. That's bad. I don't care who you are, that is bad. Like, holy fuck. Like, you know, one thing I agree with Pino is, like, Pino said, I mean, obviously, Pino probably cares more than me, but the whole Aryan Brotherhood and this and that, like, I don't give two. I mean, you know, like, the dude shaved time off his fucking prison sentence. Like, what the fuck do you expect him to do? No one's gonna sit in fucking prison and do 40 fucking years. If there's a way to get out, they're gonna fucking do it. Anybody with fucking common sense is gonna do it. All these motherfuckers would do exactly the same thing that Chad Marks did. But the problem is the whole beating up your fucking wife. There's no excuses for that. There's no excuses for grabbing a woman by her hair and yanking her back into your fucking car. There's no excuses. The rest I can see, right? You doing whatever you did, cooperated and blah, blah, blah. Yet, I mean, I understand that. I mean, the dude's facing fucking 40 fucking years. No one wants to sit in a fucking cell for 40 years. If you do, you're a fucking idiot. Right? He got out. Shaved some time off his sentence. Good for him. But the whole beating up the woman, dude, that's a no. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a big old tough gangster, right? Why the fuck are you doing that? Like, that's bad, fool. I don't care who you are. That's bad. Heck yeah, facts. Sounds bad, I know, Juan. Real bad, fool. I don't know. The beating of the kid's mom, I don't know. But I guess we'll see more of that. I don't know, there's no excuse for that. See, that's the thing. Like, I could see other things, right? Like him telling and whatnot to get you know, time shaved off his fucking prison sentence. I mean, honestly, I feel like a bunch of dudes in his shoes would do the same exact fucking thing, right? But the whole domestic violence crap, I don't know. There's no. You seen that video in full, Mike D? No fucking shit. I just heard the fucking audio. I mean, I don't know. There's no reason for that, dude. You're a big tough gangster, right? Why are you picking on somebody weaker than you? Grabbing a woman by her hair. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And that's your fucking wife. Like, she's not a bitch. Like, what the fuck are you calling your wife a bitch for? This is insane. That's your partner, dude. Respect her. Fucking insane. That's the shit I don't. There's no excuse. None. Putting your hands on a woman, there's just no excuse. And I get every situation is fucking different, but you could just hear by the way he's talking is the dude's like abusive. You could just hear it in his voice. It's not the first time he's fucking done that. That woman is probably put through the fucking ringer. Fucking crazy. Like, why? That's bad. There's no excuse, but they cut the context out of that video. No way. Damn, dude. Crazy shit. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. Little 20-minute live. I got to get to bed. Be back up at 5 o'clock in the morning and repeat the fucking process. 5 o'clock in the morning, and I get home around this time, fucking midnight. Sleep for a few hours. Repeat the process. Well, you know, I'm blessed to have a job. And I'm blessed to have the drive, you know. There ain't no excuse for a grown man not to have a fucking job. That's my own fucking opinion. There's no excuse. I mean, if you're a fucking millionaire, it's one thing, but you should have a job. You should chase your purpose in life. You should. All this all outlaw and this and that is just an excuse because you don't want to make a fucking honest buck. And making an honest buck is tough. It's hard. You gotta grind. The motherfuckers don't want to do that. They don't. That's why gambling is so huge. Is because it's easy. It's easy. It's fun, right? You go to a casino, get a few drinks, and you know, put some money on a blackjack, and boom, win. That's what everybody wants to do. It's easy. It's fun. Going to work and grinding ain't fun. You can't goof around. And that's the part where a lot of people crack under. They can't fucking do it. Takes too long. And this and that and the third. Well, it's an honest dollar. It's hard work. And it's shit that you be proud of. And that's why you spend it carefully, is because you work for it. Right? It just doesn't come easily. Comes with your sweat, comes with your hard work. And a lot of fucking guys who can't work would be genuinely jealous of you. Guys that actually can't work. Guys that have a disability. There's so many people out there. That's sometimes I think of that. Like a blind person will love my sight. Right? They wish they could fucking see. And I have two fucking eyes that work perfectly. But we don't see that, right? Because as humans, I don't know, even with myself, sometimes I want more and I want more and I want more, and I'm never satisfied with really what I have. And I've been really working on that too. Just being fucking satisfied, being thankful and being satisfied with what I have and being okay with it. You know? That's important. And really making a difference, you know? I mean, you know, you say making a difference. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like even myself, like who the fuck am I? I'm nobody, dude. I'm a fucking nobody. And what am I making a difference in? You know, but the part that I'm making a difference is with my children. You know, nobody else gives two fucks about me, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's just the way life is. But there's a few people that I matter to, and for those people, I'm going to try to do the fucking right thing. Doesn't mean you can't, you know, be a kid, because we all got the inner kid in us. We all do, and it's in my opinion, it's kind of healthy to have it, right? Goof around and come on live and talk shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Motherfuckers like to clown on it, but there's no problem with that. You can, you know, act the fool sometimes here and there. It's not that big of a deal. Because at the end of the day, dude, no matter how old I get, I still feel like a fucking kid. I don't know, I just do. Like raising kids, dude, I'm a fucking kid. Half the time, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. But you know, one thing I do is I love them. So I try to do everything I can. Make sure I'm there on time. Keep my word. You know? Like if there's something I can't make it to, I always let them know, because I always want them to know that I'm going to keep my word with them. If I say I'm going to be there, doesn't matter what fucking happens, I'm going to be there. That's why I'm very careful with what I say. I always think it through. Because I wish them, you know, my fucking parents did that for me. And I grew up in a whole different fucking culture where, as a kid, especially in the Japanese culture, you shut the fuck up. Kids are to be seen, not to be heard. It's that type of environment. They beat the fuck. Like growing up, dude, my mom used to whoop our fucking ass. And in Japan, dude, no one's gonna say shit. Not like here where they're gonna call fucking CPS on you. Ain't then none like that's gonna fucking happen in Japan. I'm telling you, you can get your ass whooped in front of that dude. There's been a million times I got my ass fucking whooped at the fucking park in front of fucking everybody. My mom's over there just beating the fucking shit out of me. Ain't nobody gonna say shit. Everybody's like, well, it shouldn't have been fucked up. Shouldn't have been talking shit. But I don't think that's right. I have my own way of parenting. She had her way of whatever she did, and I'm kind of glad I didn't had a easy childhood. Not like I had it super fucking hard, but I wasn't shown very much love, and that's okay. And maybe I baby mine too much. I don't know. But they're going to turn out their own way, and they're going to, when they grow up, they're going to discipline their kid their own way, and maybe they'll do it like me, maybe they'll do it another way, and that's okay. That's their choice. We all make our choices in life. But here I go, just fucking babbling on and on and on. Imagine if Dub grew up in Japan. Dub can't handle growing up in fucking Japan. Because, there's no street, dude, and none of that. I don't know. Japan's just a different fucking country. It really is. Even going to school in Japan, like every prefecture is different. But when I went to school, we started at what? 7 o'clock? Well, we got there at 6:30, and then you run. And then school starts at 7, and you go all the way to 5:30. And then you clean the school because we clean the school. There's a janitor, but they don't work. They supervise, but we are the ones who fucking clean the school. We did the varnish. We did the weeds, where the track, where you lay the the rope down and whatnot. We did all of that. And it was pretty fun. They made these teams, and even cleaning the school, there was this little chart, and there was all divided up in groups, and at the end of the school year, whoever cleaned the fastest and did the best work got a prize, and it was fun. It was long days, dude. 5:30, you cleaned the school. That was what, like half an hour, and then after that, you did your sports. If you're doing soccer, if you're gonna do kendo, if you're gonna do karate, judo, whatever you got going on, baseball, volleyball, whatever you got, you did that, and you go home. Dude, I was going home 8 o'clock, 8:30, and then you do your fucking homework, and then you go to fucking bed. It's crazy. And in Japan, too, like, it's a lot different than here. Like, in Japan, if my mom had some going on, and we needed to stay home from school, we fucking stayed home from school, and school didn't say a goddamn thing. Over here, they call your ass up. You're like, what the fuck? Why is he not in school? Japan's not like that. Of course, every prefecture is different, right? But like where I grew up, my mom's sick. Well, we're fucking staying home or helping out or doing something. We work, dude. But anyway, what's up, Philbert? Japan's a good country. You guys should go, dude.
Toby eating brown sugar and salmon and ramen. That's hilarious. Yes, Japan will put Dub in a dress right on the fucking corner.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end it here. Salute. Thank you for showing up for this short little live. Hearing me fucking ramble, saying a bunch of fucking nonsense. How many other white kids were in that school with you? Dude, it was just us. We We were the only white kids, gaijin, as they say, where we grew up. But my so my mom was actually born and raised in Japan, even though she looks like me, white. So she was already, because my grandpa, her father was in the military, and then he got out and went back to Japan with this group called New Tribes Mission as a missionary. And even though they came, like missionaries, they go to Japan for a little bit and they come back. My grandpa stayed in Japan his whole life. Like I don't know, the Japanese, especially after the war, it's really fucked up, dude. Japan was in a mess. I remember seeing some pictures, and he really felt for the people and wanted to help out. So he spent the rest of his life in Japan. Like my mom and all of them were born in Japan. His wife left him because my grandma, who I've never met, that side, left him because she didn't want to stay in Japan, and she gave him an ultimatum, like, either you're coming back to America or I'm fucking leaving you. My grandpa said he's gonna stay in Japan, so my grandma just up and left, and he kept all the kids there. So my mom was born and raised over there. Very, in that small town that we grew up in, they were already there, so they kind of, knew who we were in a way, but it was just us, gaijin. But it wasn't that bad because it's not like we were, came to a new town. Everybody in that small town knew who we were, so that was good. We were just the weirdos. Your grandma white? No, white, dude. White. My mom was born and raised in the culture, so like, even though she's white, she speaks Japanese, and in the Japanese culture, that's all she knows. So, she sits on her knees and does the whole bowing. My mom is full 100% Japanese. No one really bullied us, dude. Well, we had a lot of kids, and 2 of them were adopted, and I grew up with a bunch of kids. We had a big family, so even when I went to school, there was like what? I have a bunch of siblings, so there was at least back to back in our little grade there was 7 of us. So ain't nobody's gonna fuck with you. Got 7 gaijin flopping around, but and we were just the same as all of them, So, and I'm glad I was, able to mix in with cultures. And then when I was 14-ish, I got sent to Burma for a bit to do a mission trip over there. And I'm telling you, that was some shit, though. Burma is no fucking joke with that civil war going through fucking checkpoints. I'm telling you. They told me to shut the fuck up. There ain't nobody gonna come and get you, and they'll fucking kill you over there. They don't like you say the wrong thing, those guerrillas, they'll fucking kill you. That was a fucking trip. But anyway, it was all good experiences, you get to know culture, you get to know people, and one thing you realize is we're all fucking humans, dude. No matter what we fucking look like, purple, blue, white, black, yellow, Asian, Mexican, we're all humans at the end of the day, and we all get along. We really do. You just gotta, learn the other person, and there's, there's always, no matter where you go, there's people gonna, there's always gonna be people that don't like you, and that's fine, but having, like, growing up and having a lot of, would you ever be open? Yeah, dude, I'd be open to it. Heck yeah, dude. Like, even bring up a couple of my siblings up there that can speak some Japanese. A lot of them still live over there. Like my mom and her her side of the family, they will never come to America because the culture is just so different. You know, even when she came and visit, she gets overwhelmed with everything. It's just because the Japanese culture is just so much different. Everything is sumimasen, you know, and sumimasen is like it's like I'm sorry. It's like this, and they say it in Japan all the time. It's just respectful, and it's different. It's just different. In America, a lot of times you hype yourself up, right? And in Japan, you never do that, right? Like, let's say you go to Japan, even let's say you go to McDonald's, right? Here you fill up your cup in McDonald's, and you drink a little bit and fill it up again. In Japan, you don't do that. You fill your cup up halfway, maybe 3/4, and that's it. Other than that, it's a sign of you being greedy. And you know, that might sound stupid, right? But that's the culture. And it's very reserved. You don't say that, you don't hype yourself up a lot. In Japan, you don't do that. It's very frowned upon. You keep it humble. You know, in that aspect, Japan is a very good, very safe country too. If I have to say anything, like I'm telling you, in Japan, I got no badass stories. I mean, we got into fights and this and that, but it's safe, right? Nobody's gonna go there and fucking blow your fucking head off. None of that. Not in Japan. Maybe, some parts, there's always bad parts, like Ikebukuro is kind of a known, place where you can get in trouble with. But as long as you stay away from those areas, dude, it's fucking safe. People will help you. Especially in the inaka, the countryside, people are very nice. Japan's a very amazing fucking country. I gotta say that, 100%. It does, and everybody helps everybody out too. That's a huge thing. Even us growing up, we were so fucking poor. We had no money, dude, no money, and all the neighbors always, our takuan, our natto, our miso, all that stuff. They give it to you. And they come and make sure everybody's fed and get your rice and get your tofu, get your umeboshi, and they have these little cookout things, like in the fall, everybody rakes their grass, or even like at schools, I remember we used to rake the grass in the fall, not the grass, but the leaves, and then they pile up all the leaves and they start a fire, and everybody brings jagaimo, is a potato or two, and you wrap it in your tinfoil and put it in your bag and bring it to school. And after everybody rakes the leaves and they start a fire, you throw that in the fire, and you have a little baked potato at school, and stuff like that. They don't really have that here. In Japan, they do. We had a lot of cook-offs, like, you get like a can, and then you cut it open to where the fire can go in, and then you make, whoever makes the best soup wins. And you have these little teams, and a lot of stuff like that was nice growing up. Well, I'd say people really care about each other. I feel like that's like everybody looks out for one another. Even with us, we're gaijin, but they always looked out for us. Even when it comes to the cops, it's different. Like, even the cops, I feel like in Japan, they care more about why the incident happened, not more so, let's find somebody to arrest. Like here, if something happens, it's like, okay, somebody's going to jail. Who are we going to put in jail? In Japan, it's more, okay, what happened? It's not like somebody needs to go to jail. They're like, okay, what happened? And even in that sense, I feel like it's a lot better. Like, they actually care, right? If you have a fucking problem, you can tell the cops without having to worry that you're gonna get thrown in fucking prison for saying something. Like, you can say, that dude talked shit to me, and then the cops will ask a couple other people, is that true? They're like, yeah, that's, you'll say this, and then the cops tell the other guy, knock it off, and that'll be it. It's happened many times. So when I was young, dude, I was like, in Japan, you can't smoke till you're 18, and smoking culture is huge in Japan. right? I grew up with kids that were smoking 11, 10, smoking fucking cigarettes, and cops used to catch you with cigarettes. Used to take your cigarettes and tell you to beat feet. Yeah, they're just a much of a better culture, I think. It's not all that. Let's just lock somebody up. Oh, let's lock somebody up. We're going to get charged with something. It's not like that. And that's a good thing. It shouldn't be like that. It's a justice system, right? And here we don't have that. We don't have the justice system. It's who's going to get locked up, right? And whatever you say is going to be used against you. That's so fucked up. Like, that's why motherfuckers don't talk. Like, why would you talk? Everything you say, they're looking for something to arrest you on. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like, how is that justice? You need to figure out what the fuck happened. And if somebody did something wrong, yeah, they're going to get fucking smacked. Like, what do you expect? Like, why does the guy, like, somebody talks shit and a guy pops him in the fucking mouth? Why does that dude need to go to jail for fucking assault? Right? Like, that's the whole cops are there to figure out why, and then maybe, you know, de-escalate the situation, not just throw somebody in jail and slap on a criminal record. It's all that is here. But oh, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, in Japan, it's yeah, people smoke. You ever been in the back of a Japanese cop car? Fuck yeah, dude. Many times. I used to love walking train tracks, dude, and they did not like that. Cops will fucking get out of their car and chase you down the fucking. I've done that so many times. You just walk down the railways. Fucking stupid the shit I did, but you're kids, right? You know. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I'm just babbling. You ever think about moving back there? I would want, you know, and honestly, I got kids here, so like, you know, that'll never happen. But, you know, when they grow up, yeah, like I would love to, I don't know about living there, but, you know, spending half a year over there and coming back, I definitely would do that. Or getting some property out there, you know, definitely. In the houses are really cheap out there. You can buy especially like where I come from in Japan, you buy a nice house for maybe $100 grand, $120 grand, a nice house with a bunch of land. You know, probably a rice paddy or two if you wanted it too. But just, you know, but anyway. Read your comment. What'd your comment? Probably talking shit about Chivo or something. Ellen, Chivo's talking bad about you or something. I'm just kidding. Me so horny. Yeah, Japan's a good country. All right, guys. I said I'm going to end it like fucking 300 times, so I'm going to end it. Keeps getting longer. Yeah, guys, I'm going to end it. And then fucking talk for 20 minutes. Yeah, guys, I'm going to end it. It's a repeated cycle. It's fucking hilarious. I do that shit all the time. But I'm going to end it for real. All right, guys. Peace out.